Some people leave social gatherings feeling energized and mentally lighter after hours of conversation together. Their voices grow louder, their movements loosen, and connection seems to generate more energy inside. They want more conversation, more presence, and more stimulation as the night continues around them. Others leave those same gatherings feeling unusually quiet, heavy, and inwardly depleted after social interaction. Not sad, not angry, just mentally tired in a way difficult to explain clearly afterward. Your body asks for silence, while your mind replays conversations without conscious effort or intention. Even positive social interactions feel like they cost more energy than they returned overall afterward. When this happens repeatedly, it is easy to assume something is wrong with you personally. You may label yourself antisocial, overly sensitive, socially awkward, or simply bad with people inside, but psychology offers a calmer explanation that has nothing to do with personality flaws here. Feeling drained after socializing is rarely about disliking people or avoiding connection on purpose entirely. It is about how your nervous system processes social information moment by moment internally, constantly. Social interaction is not just talking, laughing, and exchanging words back and forth continuously together. It involves constant emotional scanning, adjustment, and awareness beneath the surface of interaction dynamics daily. Tone shifts, facial expressions, expectations, and subtle cues are processed simultaneously by your mind constantly. Some nervous systems absorb all of this automatically, without filtering much out during interaction moments. When the interaction ends, the system does not immediately return to baseline levels of calm. It needs time to settle, integrate experiences, and restore internal balance after social exposure fully. What you experience as social exhaustion is not weakness or emotional deficiency at all whatsoever. It is neurological fatigue caused by depth, awareness, and sustained social processing over time periods. Your system is not failing. It is working intensely in ways others rarely notice consciously. Once you understand this, the drain stops feeling like a flaw inside your own mind. It starts functioning as information your body uses to protect balance and long-term mental health. And understanding this changes how you relate to yourself after social connection ends quietly each time. 1. Your awareness runs deeper than conversation. During conversations, you are not only listening to words spoken aloud between people, you are noticing pauses, shifts in tone, facial tension, and emotional inconsistencies beneath dialogue. While others stay focused on content, your mind tracks emotional context simultaneously without effort. Your brain runs multiple layers of processing at the same time during ordinary interaction. You read what is said and what is carefully avoided or left unsaid. You sense discomfort before it becomes visible and tension before it turns into conflict. This depth of perception allows understanding, empathy, and insight that many people never access. But it also requires significantly more mental energy than surface-level engagement demands. You are not quiet because you lack thoughts or opinions worth sharing. You are quiet because your mind is already working intensely behind the scenes. Expressing everything you process would overwhelm conversations and exhaust you further. So you choose restraint, listening more than speaking, observing more than reacting outwardly. This makes social interaction feel heavier, even when conversations remain polite and pleasant. See, your energy is spent internally, long before you show any sign of fatigue externally. Others may appear relaxed while you feel mentally saturated without obvious external reason. This is not social anxiety or insecurity controlling your behavior silently. It is cognitive depth operating continuously, even when interaction appears simple from outside perspectives. Your mind does not skim reality. It reads every layer carefully by default. That careful reading builds understanding, but it also increases the cost of staying engaged. Socializing drains you faster because your brain is doing more unseen work constantly. 2. Your nervous system responds before you think. Your nervous system reacts to social environments before conscious thought has time to intervene. Long before words register, your body senses safety, tension, or emotional imbalance automatically. This response is not imagination, it is pattern recognition learned through repeated social exposure. Your system tracks tone, pacing, eye contact, and emotional consistency beneath spoken interaction. It notices subtle changes others dismiss as insignificant or accidental during conversation. Because of this, your body often reacts faster than your rational explanations can follow. You may feel tired, heavy, or withdrawn without immediately understanding the reason why. That sensation is your nervous system signaling overstimulation, not personal failure or weakness. Highly responsive systems prioritize safety and coherence over prolonged exposure to unpredictability. They conserve energy by pulling back before overload becomes emotional distress. This reaction happens quietly, without panic, drama, or visible anxiety on the surface. You simply feel the need to step away, slow down, or regain internal balance. Others may misinterpret this as disinterest or social detachment. In reality, it is your system regulating itself efficiently and intelligently. Your body is not rejecting people, it is responding to cumulative sensory input. When ignored, these signals escalate into exhaustion, irritability, or emotional numbness later. When respected, they preserve clarity, stability, and long-term emotional health. Feeling drained is often the first whisper before your system demands rest. Listening early prevents burnout and protects your capacity for meaningful connection. 3. You recover through silence, not more interaction. After social interaction ends, your system does not crave additional conversation or stimulation. It seeks quiet, stillness, and absence of external emotional demand to recalibrate fully. Silence allows your nervous system to release accumulated tension without interruption or pressure. In quiet moments, thoughts slow down and emotional impressions begin integrating naturally. This integration is essential for restoring balance after prolonged social engagement. Without silence, impressions remain unresolved and continue taxing your mental energy. Others recover by talking more, sharing experiences, or staying socially connected. Your recovery works in the opposite direction, through withdrawal rather than expansion. This does not mean you avoid people or dislike connection fundamentally. It means your system processes interaction inwardly before it can feel stable again. Silence gives your emotions space to settle without needing immediate response or explanation. It allows your mind to organize experiences instead of reacting continuously. When denied this recovery space, exhaustion turns into irritability or emotional numbness. You may feel distant, detached, or overstimulated without understanding why. That state is not emotional coldness, but delayed nervous system regulation. Solitude functions as maintenance, not isolation, for your mental and emotional health. Time alone restores clarity, grounding, and a sense of internal order. Once regulated, you can reconnect without resentment or depletion. Silence is not escape. It is how your system returns to equilibrium. 4. You value meaning over social stimulation. You do not feel drained because you dislike people or avoid connection intentionally. You feel drained because many interactions offer stimulation without genuine meaning or depth. Small talk requires constant engagement but provides little emotional or intellectual return. Performing interest costs energy when conversation lacks authenticity or curiosity. Your mind seeks substance, clarity, and intention beneath social exchange. When conversations stay surface level, your system works harder without nourishment. You invest attention carefully and expect something meaningful in return. Without that exchange, fatigue appears quickly and without dramatic warning. You are not difficult or demanding for wanting deeper connection. You are simply wired to value quality over quantity socially. Long conversations do not tire you when depth and honesty are present. Short interactions can exhaust you when they feel performative or hollow. Your energy responds to meaning, not duration or frequency of contact. This is why selective connection feels safer and more sustainable. You conserve energy by choosing fewer, more aligned interactions. Others may socialize widely without depletion because their systems filter differently. Yours does not filter meaninglessness easily and reacts to it physically. Fatigue becomes the signal guiding you toward alignment and away from noise. Listening to that signal protects your emotional ecosystem. Meaning is not optional for your system, it is fuel. 5. Social drain is feedback, not a personal flaw. Feeling drained after socializing is not a problem to eliminate or override forcefully. It is feedback from your system about limits, capacity, and emotional sustainability. Your body communicates before burnout appears through subtle signals of fatigue. Ignoring those signals teaches your system that rest is unsafe or unavailable. Over time, this creates resentment, withdrawal, or emotional shutdown without clear explanation. Listening instead allows adjustment before exhaustion hardens into distance. You do not need to become more social to function well. You need to become more intentional with where your energy goes. Shorter interactions, longer recovery, and clearer boundaries protect your nervous system. This is not selfishness. It is intelligent resource management. Your energy is finite, and spending it wisely preserves long-term connection capacity. When you honor recovery, social interaction becomes sustainable rather than depleting. You show up clearer, calmer, and more present when it truly matters. Ignoring your needs does not make you stronger. It makes you numb. Respecting them builds resilience without forcing change in who you are. And if social exhaustion slowly made you withdraw, disappear, or stop reaching out, that is another pattern your system uses to stay safe. We explore that pattern in depth in another video. Subscribe if you want. Psychology that explains your patterns with clarity, not judgment. Understanding how you work is the first step toward peaceful connection.